John David Duggar and wife Abbie Duggar expecting third baby. Keeping a little secret. A little secret that we have been keeping. On Wednesday, September 3rd, John David, 35, and Abbie, 33, shared an Instagram photo with the message, "Baby #3 will be here in early 2026. The couple posed with numbers, balloons, and their two older children as props for a series of pregnancy photos. A blue 2 balloon matched Charlie's button-down shirt, which he wore when he was 3 years old, and a pink 1 balloon matched Grace's pink ensemble, which she wore when she was 5. John David joyfully exhibited 3 ultrasound photos and an ivory 3 balloon, while Abbie held her expanding baby bulge. John David's well-known siblings were thrilled to support the expecting parents after Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar revealed they were expecting their 19th child. "Hi there. I am incredibly thrilled for you all," Janna Duggar, John David's twin sister, wrote on Instagram stories on Wednesday. Janna, 35, and her husband, Stephen Wisman, are also expecting a child. John David started dating Abbie in June 2018, and the two got married in November of the same year. They welcomed their first child, Grace, in January 2020. The family was getting used to their new routine, which presented some difficulties because of Grace's continuous inability to tell day from night, according to an exclusive interview with the TLC stars at the time that Us Weekly published. "Both mother and child are doing well, and we are completely enamored with her. They moved forward. It has also been a blessing to receive supportive advice and encouragement from our loved ones. As we embark on this exciting new chapter in our lives, we are grateful for all of their assistance." She and John David shared an Instagram post announcing their new family of 4 in October 2022. "Since Charlie's birth last month, we have been spending a lot of time cuddling with him. God has shown us such kindness that we shall always be thankful." Fans have watched Jim Bob and Michelle's children, the Duggars, as they got married and had their own families throughout the years. John David Duggar has always been a recluse in contrast to his more well-known siblings. He and his spouse, Abbie Burnett Duggar, have created a simple, loving, and religious home life for their family. After months of speculation and conjecture among devoted Duggar followers, the good news has finally surfaced. John David and Abbie are expecting their third child. As is customary for them, they shared it with a little sweetness and mystery, which delighted fans who have followed the Duggars' journey from the beginning. The couple's journey thus far. John David Duggar and Abbie Burnett's wedding in November 2018 was a beautiful event that emphasized the couple's faith and love. Unlike several of his siblings, John David waited until he was a little older before getting married. It wasn't until he was far into his 30s that he found the one he clicked with. When he and Abbie announced their courtship, their admirers noticed an instant spark that has only grown stronger over time. The couple's first child, Grace Annette, was born in January 2020. As her name suggests, Grace bloomed into a blessing for the Duggar family and everyone who embraced their path into parenthood. 2 years after the birth of their first child, they welcomed Charlie into the world. The birth of his son was a turning point in John David's life as he became a father for the first time. Fans have gotten a glimpse of Grace and Charlie's personalities through sporadic updates. Charlie is bold and vivacious, while Grace is curious and talkative. With the advent of their third child, they are preparing to increase their family size from 4 to 5. Happy revealing. The way that John David and Abbie broke the news of their pregnancy was a perfect fit for their personalities. They were not adept at making a big, showy TV announcement or a well-thought-out marketing effort. Instead, they adopted a more sensitive, intimate, and sentimental strategy. Rare footage and images of Abbie stroking her growing baby bump have appeared online, showing her glowing and smiling discreetly. All that was captioned with the reveal was, "Keeping a little secret. The third bumper will arrive soon." That one sentence threw Duggar's supporters into a frenzy. It was the perfect example of the couple's style, subtle but full of energy. Just a joyful celebration of the gift of life, without any extravagant staging or theatrical flourishes. The fans' reaction is happiness. After the announcement, fans immediately flooded social media with congrats. Many people thought John David and Abbie's modest demeanor was pleasant in contrast to other well-known families. Numerous people have expressed their admiration for Abbie's elegance and the way her gentle disposition shines through in every one of her pictures. They are the sweetest individuals. One admirer said they were excited to see Grace and Charlie reunite as older siblings. "I love their privacy and candor." Another person shared how happy they were to hear the news. For many viewers of Counting On and 19 Kids and Counting, John David and Abbie represent a more solid and realistic Duggar family. Their news revived the joy and innocence of heart that initially drew millions of people to the story of the Duggar family. I'm expecting my third child soon. As Abbie starts her second pregnancy, she is once again relying on her background as a licensed nurse. Her admirers often comment on her intelligence and ability to manage motherhood. Using her expertise of medicine, she approaches parenting with compassion and intelligence. John David manages to combine his family life while working as a pilot and a deputy sheriff. Because he's constantly occupied with other activities, his closest friends and family see him as a loving father who never fails his children, Charlie and Grace. With a third kid on the way, the couple is likely preparing for even more joyful turmoil in their home, routines, and feelings. Since Grace is now a big sister twice over, she will probably take on a nurturing role with her new sibling. Charlie, on the other hand, will no longer be the family's baby. Instead, he will be the intriguing middle child. The heartwarming moments when young children unite with their new brother are already vivid in the minds of viewers. An innovative method for Duggar parenting. One thing that sets John David and Abbie apart is their willingness to embrace solitude. Compared to some of the other Duggar siblings, they are less likely to post updates or allow cameras to record their daily activities. They seem to keep their private and public lives apart, but they also give their admirers enough to keep them engaged. They have received accolades for their approach. Fans have noted that the small family that John David and Abbie have is a welcome departure from the Duggar name, which has long been connected to scandal and negativity. They show that you can be a parent and still adhere to your values, such as the significance of giving your kids room to grow apart from the media. With their third child on the way, they'll probably continue to post short updates and perhaps a few cute family pictures, keeping the emphasis on home, love, and raising their kids in peace. Closeness to upcoming events. How will John David and Abbie's lives develop after having 3 children? If their past years are any guide, this one will be filled with laughs, lessons, and adventures. They have never sought fame as a goal unto itself. Instead, they have chosen to accept life's routines, which now include bedtime stories, toddler giggles, and anticipating a baby's cries. Now that their cute secret has been revealed, people are eager to meet the new Duggar baby. There will undoubtedly be loyal fans who will be following with genuine devotion as opposed to curiosity. After all, considering how big and well-known the Duggar family tree is, every new branch feels like a celebration for those who have followed it for years. A concluding remark: the announcement of John David and Abbie Duggar's third child is a straightforward but impactful reminder that, even when we're being watched closely, the quiet times in life may be just as valuable as the boisterous ones. Keeping a Little Secret was a song that expressed their hopes for the future and their growing family. As they prepare for this next chapter, one thing is very clear. Love is at the center. John David and Abbie don't want to be the center of attention because they are parents. They have been given the duty of looking after, guiding, and valuing the lives of the children. As a result, fans everywhere are looking forward to Duggar Baby #3. This little one is already loved, and their story is only beginning.